And I'd like to introduce you to a few of those team members that are here behind me tonight. First, I'd like to start with a fellow commissioner, Mr. Brian Stewart. And, this has been it kind of started with the commissioner's office, but it's far beyond that, and that's the way we intended it. We kind of got it kick-started, and we moved forward. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Brian Stewart.
I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. And this project has obviously been a massive undertaking for an awful lot of people. And to see it completed, to see how amazing it's turned out, is something we're so glad you all decided to share and enjoy with us this evening. It's my privilege to serve as one of your county commissioners and to work with my friends, Jay Whipple and Champ Henson. This project has taken a year to actually build. It's been kind of rattling around in our heads since 2013, and it's something we've been actively working on day in, day out since 2015. And if the commissioners have had this in our head for the last 7 years, I think Jay Whipple's had it in his head for 37 years. So we're very happy and thankful for all of his work, really spearheading and leading this for our team. I want to thank our staff, our fellow county elected officials, and all the designers, contractors, consultants, volunteers, so many more that have worked together to make this project a reality. There are literally hundreds of people that have helped to create what we're going to enjoy here tonight. And that collaboration is really the story of the Pickaway County Agriculture and Event Center. This is the largest capital improvements project that county government has undertaken since the former Fairgrounds was built more than 70 years ago. But along the way, like Commissioner Whipple said, it really became the community's project, not a government project. And standing here today, it's almost impossible to imagine doing this project without the support of the incredible current Fair Board and the Livestock Sale Committee. This project really took on new life, gained a lot of credibility once we had those groups fully on board and endorsing the plan and helping us work towards it. And while I'm glad that we're here tonight in this beautiful facility and it smiles all around and everybody's happy, I do think it's also important to remember that it wasn't always that way. Like anything that's worth doing, getting here was hard. It took some guts, took some leadership, took some thick skin from an awful lot of people. And so to President Von Cremines and every single member of the Fair Board and the Livestock Sale Committee, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the Farm Bureau, the 4-H and FFA chapters, our numerous donors, the Pickaway County Community Foundation. Again, you can look back at this project and see certain moments in the journey where the project really just took a quantum leap forward. And with PCCF endorsing the project, agreeing to assist with fundraising, that was a major turning point in getting this project rolling. And so to Jan Shannon, to her entire team at PCCF, thank you. For a very long time, the conventional wisdom in this community was that collaboration and fairgrounds were two words that just did not go together. But those days are gone. Today, your Board of Commissioners and your Fair Board, we have an agreement to share profits from fundraising events, to share profits from rentals in order to pay down debt and to repair and maintain all of these buildings. We are collaborating on maintenance of the buildings to make sure that the site we're on today will never look like the site that we tore down 10 months ago. And the collaboration does not stop there. Your Fair Board is working with your Visitors Bureau to jointly market this site and make it everything that it can be. So our friend Tim Wilson, thank you for the work you've already done. Thank you to the Visitors Bureau for everything that you are going to do. Now, I am standing between you and dinner, and I know that based on some of the faces in this crowd, I know that's a risky place to be. But I do want to leave you with one thought, and that is that it's sometimes easy in 2019 to be cynical, to focus on what government hasn't done, to focus on what a community doesn't have, to kind of throw up our hands in frustration and say, can't, won't, haven't, shouldn't, didn't. Early on in this project, we heard some of those words. We heard a few more that had 4 letters in them. But this community cut through the noise, put agendas aside, laced up our boots, got to work, and built something here that our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren are literally going to be enjoying for decades. And I think you're here tonight because that makes you excited. And pretty soon the rest of this community is going to get inside this facility and they're going to feel the same way. And so in 2019 in Pickaway County, we have nothing to be cynical about. In fact, every county in Ohio is looking at us right now and asking, how did they do it? And I get those calls from commissioners around the state. And when they ask me the question, I say, in Pickaway County, we have a place that focuses on what we have, not on what we don't have, that works together rather than against each other, that values the qualities like hard work, determination, and optimism that made this country great. And so I thank you for being here tonight. I thank you for making this community what it is, and it's now my privilege to introduce my fellow commissioner, Jim Penson. Thank you.
I always hate following Brian. He's a pretty good speaker, isn't he? But